Hi, I want to try to keep this short and sweet because I'm in a hurry, but I want to show you that I can do everything on my face. I don't have anything on right now except for moisturizer with these 6 colors. And honestly, this 6th one isn't optional. I know my compact looks crazy, but I need to clean it up and refill it. My main highlight, my brightening highlight, my contour, my bronzer, my lip and cheek, and optional illuminator. I'm going to do everything on my face with these 6 colors. So, and I'm going to use 3 brushes. These are my 3 favorite kind of go-to brushes. Blush and bronzer, detail, multitasker. So we're going to start with, let's start with our fingers. I guess that's an extra tool, but you don't have to use it. I'm going to get my main highlight color, and I'm going to dab that pretty much like where you would have a beard if you had one. And I like to put it where I'm the darkest under my eye. So yes, I'm using my darker for this. I've had a lot of people wanting to get a little lesson, and I can't get them until tomorrow. So I thought, hey, why not show you guys right now, and maybe this will help you and you don't have to wait another day. Okay, so where you have a beard, and then I usually put a little bit up here. I'm going to avoid these areas because I'm putting contour there anyway, and our contour has coverage. So let me not forget around my nose. I'm always very red around my nose. Okay, got it? You can put a little bit on your eyelids if you want to as like a primer. So I'll just blend that with my finger. Same dark color, I haven't switched yet. Okay, now you can see, I'm gonna zoom. See how I've just got kind of dots everywhere, but I didn't put it here or up here. Probably can put one more right here. But you can really see my skin now. You can see how it is. I'll stay zoomed in so you can see exactly where I'm putting things. Brightener color. This is going to be the lightest one that you have. I'm going to put a little skinny line down my nose, and you want to make sure that this line is really straight, okay? Because if you make it crooked, even if your nose is crooked, keep this line straight. And then I'm going to do inside corner of my eye, outside corner of my eye, and right on either side of my nose. That's where I like to put it. If you have a little left over on your finger and you have like a hollow spot like that, see how mine kind of shadows right there? I just add a little bit right there too, okay? Let me make sure. I don't think I put a spot there. You can put your lighter color up here if you want to too. All right, next, contour. I like to use my finger whether I have a brush or not for my contour, because I like to find exactly where my cheekbone is, and instead of going where it dips in, I'm actually going to go on it. So I'm going higher, and this will give me a lot of lift. I'm going to tag a couple of people and see if I can, let me see, I can invite people. So let me see if I can get a couple people that might want to watch this right now. Let's see, I'll just invite a couple of people. Sorry. All right. I got it. Let me invite one more, I think. Let's invite Ellie. Okay, got it. Okay, now I'm back. I can cut that out when I edit this video. Okay, so I got my contour there. I'm also going to put it along my hairline up here on my forehead. If you have a tiny forehead, you may not need this. Or if you have bangs that really cover it, you may not want to put it here. I'm not sure how I'm wearing my hair today. And I like to like get it in my hairline, because most of us have a weak hairline right here. It's really normal. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to do it on my jawline. And just a little bit down. I stop right here because it dips in. and I don't want to shadow that even more. If yours doesn't dip in, you can just go all around your jawline if you want to. And then lastly, your nose. So let me show you, this brush is amazing for contour. I should have used it, and for your nose. But I'm just gonna lay it on its side, and I'm gonna get a little bit of product on this edge there, and it makes it really easy to draw a straight line on your nose. And the closer you get these dark lines together, the thinner your nose will look. And I always put a little bit on the bottom. So you could have just done your contour with this brush too. I just forgot. Okay, I'm not gonna blend yet. I'm gonna grab a little bit of my cheek color, whatever cheek color you got, and I'm gonna put that right here. And I have been going a little bit further back on my face with my cheek color instead of on my apples. And I'm liking the way it looks. So try some different areas that you're, different than what you're used to, and see what's working for you. I think I'm making my screen wiggle. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit, and I'm gonna do my eyes real quick. I'm gonna use the same colors that I have. I only have 6 colors, I'm gonna use them. So I already put that little light dot right in the middle. You can also use this brush to do that if you didn't want to use your fingers. I'm just going to blend it right there with that. I'm going to show you just a couple of little extra tricks, but still only using these 3 brushes and these 6 colors. I'm going to take my cheek color, and I'm going to put that on my lid. Whatever cheek color you got. I'm staying away from that inside corner where I put that light color because I just don't want to close my eye in too much. So I like to use my finger for my lid with most colors, but I guess it's so I can feel it. Then I'm going to take my multitasker, and I'm going to grab my contour color, and I'm going to use this as eyeshadow. So I'm just going to put a little bit up here, and remember, it's still cream, so I'm going to place it where I want it, and then I'm going to blend it with my finger or with a bigger brush. Let's just use my finger since it's here and it's easy. So you just kind of pat that in. Look at that, beautiful. You can take your little brush if you want to, wipe it off, and you can just blend that a little bit more. If you wanted to blend all of it with this, you totally could. And don't worry if you get outside of the line. That's why I like to do the eye makeup before I blend the face. I'm going to take the same brush, that same side of the brush, multitasker, the bigger brush, bigger side of it, and I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. Sometimes I fill in my eyebrows last, just in case I get some other makeup on there. But this is a nice, pretty stiff brush, so you can really kind of comb your brows while you're doing it. So this is the same contour. I'm also going to use it as eyeliner. So just a nice soft line. This is why I think I was sold on this makeup the first time I used it, is because I was like, what do you mean I can use my contour as everything? And it's all in one compact, and I can travel really, really easily. And if I'm in a pinch and I forgot or broke some eyeshadows that would have normally been in my makeup bag, I can use all of this stuff. I was like, this is pretty interesting. Okay, so that's pretty much done. I'm gonna blend my face makeup, and then I cover blemishes at the end. So, and the last thing that we need to use is our bronzer and our illuminator. So first let's blend. I'm gonna start with my lighter colors, and I'm using the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to use the smaller side. You could also wipe off the contour and you can blend with this. It's really nice. Maybe I'll show you with both of them. So I'll blend my light color with the blush and bronzer small side, and I'm just kind of going like swirling, kind of pushing it in. I'm not lifting off of my face a lot. And I'm not doing long swipes. I'm just kind of stippling it in. I can't see your comments right now, but if you do comment, I will check them in a minute when I get off of here, and I won't answer any questions. Okay, so I've got that blended. I can use the same brush and blend this, but I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna use the detail brush, and I'm gonna blend my contour and my cheek color kind of at the same time. So I'll do that on this side, and I'll show you on the other side with the other brush. And if you feel like you just have a little bit too much somewhere, it's really easy to just grab a little bit of color and kind of erase some, or just blend it a little bit more. Okay, so let's blend this side with this one, with the smaller side of the blush and bronzer. Little circles, so I'm making sure that I'm keeping my contour going in an upward motion. Blend my nose. Usually don't have to blend your nose contour out as much as the rest. And don't forget your jawline. I do forget that a lot. Okay, so I think I'm all blended. If you want to add a little bit of extra somewhere, like especially under your eyes, I like to use my finger, because your ring finger is the lightest touch and it's warm, so it helps kind of melt it in a lot quicker and a smoother application. Okay, I'm gonna grab this multitasker again. Remember the small side? I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna take my darker of my two highlights, which is my foundation, and I'm gonna cover that big blemish and this big blemish, and just any little dots that I see that I don't like. Okay, I'm gonna let those sit there for a minute. I'm wiping this brush off. I feel like I want to pump up my eyeliner a little bit, so I just wiped off that small side. I'm gonna go back into my contour, and I'm just gonna make a little bit more concentrated line with the smaller side. And you can wing it if you want. I like wings. Go. Now this is warm. Let's pat it with our ring finger until it's blended. Okay, now if you look at, you're like, I want a little bit more cheek color, you can add a little bit. You can blend it with your finger if you want. You can just grab your brush again. You can dab in with your brush if you want. I think starting with applying with your fingers and the dots rather than dipping in with the brush is a great way to start, because the consistency of this is very creamy and it's really, really highly pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. And I don't want you to accidentally scoop in there and get way too much. Okay, we have the last two things. Bronzer, I'm just gonna use the fluffy side. I'm gonna dab in there lightly. Bronzer, I'm gonna put on the high points of my face. It just adds a nice glow. And then I always like to put a little bit down my neck just because it's really white right there. And you guys, look at the difference. Contour is very cool. It creates a shadow, okay? It's to sculpt. And bronzer is warm. They're very different. So I don't usually recommend that you're intermixing those two, you know, trying to use them for different areas. I'm gonna go back to my multitasker. I'm gonna wipe off that big side, and we're gonna use this as lips too. So I'm gonna use a little bit of my bronzer. You could use contour if you want. And I'm gonna line my lips. And I'm going just outside the edge a tiny bit. Just to make them look a little bit fuller. Okay, then I'm going to take that same lip and cheek color, I'm going to put that on my lips. And then the very last thing I'm going to do is Illuminate. So this one's called Rose Gold. Kind of goes on everybody's skin, and it creates a candlelit glow. This is the cream one. We do have a powder one too. So I'm going to put that down my nose. I'm just blending it a little bit. Top of my cheekbone, but I stay away from any crow's feet, so, or smile lines. We'll call those smile lines. And I like to put a little bit above my brow. You can also put it on the inside corners for a little shimmer there. You can put it right under the arch of your brow. And you can use it on the bow of your lip, and also you can use it as lip gloss. So everything, 6 colors on my entire face, and I'm ready to go. All right, everyone, I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're ready to get color matched, now is the time, because the next 20 color matches that I get, you're going to be entered in to win a 4 compact filled with your colors. So why not? No obligation to buy anything. Just send me in your selfies. You can find out how to do a color match by searching on this page, color match, and there'll be pictures and stuff that you can look at to see what kind of picture. You're going to be wanting to stand in front of a natural light window a few feet back and take a picture where the light's coming in to hit you. And what else can I tell you? Your pictures are safe with me. They're not, I keep them safe, and then I delete them after we're done. All right, everyone, have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching.